Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for your time. We've come to have a look at the Special Hobby Avro Anson 172 scale. The kit number, should you be interested, is 72074. I know they do quite a couple of this in this range, Special Hobby, so stop waffling. Let's have a look and let's have a look inside the box, shall we? Okay then chaps, let's have a look at the Special Hobby Avro Anson Mark 1. Let's have a look at the box I suppose first. Nice box art on here, as you can see. It looks a bit far-fetched, you know, an Anson taking down 109 here. Looks like there might have been another one, but that I believe actually happened. I'll have to do a bit of investigation on this story, but I believe that actually happened on that. That's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty cool. Right, ignore that mask set because that's obviously not part of the kit. What we'll do, it did all come in one bag as you can see. What we'll do, we'll split them all up and then we can do it sprue by sprue. Okay chaps? So obviously we'll start with the fuselage halves on this sprue here. It did come with one half floating around in the box, unfortunately, but we can have a, don't worry about that, we'll have a quick look into having a look at this Special Hobby special kit. First of all, I'm drawn to the props. Now they're a bit flashy and they're a bit bland and they're a bit, not a lot to them. There's not much of a pitch to the props or anything. That's okay. It's a bit meh. The fuselage half, this one here on the port side, we have got we've got that ribbon detail there. That's quite nice. We've got some panel lines, quite small panel lines. A bit of riveting detail around the wing root. It looks okay. Obviously, there's nothing on the inside. There's no locating tabs either, obviously. The starboard side, I believe, is obviously exactly the same. Wheels, yeah, tail wheel there. You've got some of the cockpit floor, not a lot on that one. The bulkhead. The undercarriage legs look a bit bland as well. Obviously, this is the top turret. And obviously there must be a fillet for a different version, different variant on there. So that's all a little bit, okay. It is Special Hobby. Got to bearing in mind this is a Special Hobby kit, so it is a bit special, to say the least. So next sprue we've got obviously what sort of likes to be wings, very detailed, lots and lots and lots of panel lines. Again, we've got some of that ribbon detail here, some on the flap here. I don't quite know. It's all a little bit faded. You can't quite see, I don't think. It's a bit faded and looks a bit manky, but. And on the top side, a bit flashy. It's the same. It's better on the top side than it is underneath. I suppose, you know, small mercies. The rear horizontal stabiliser at the, yeah, they're the kind of the same. Bit flashy. Loads of panel lines. No rivets. You know, let's face it, 72 scale. You're not going to see any rivets. Okay, locating for the internet. There's a, yeah, that's going to be a challenge. Top wings again, lots and lots of panel lines. Yeah, so that's going to take a wash quite nicely. Like I say, no rivets, but it is what it is, isn't it? That doesn't look too bad, that one. Okay, well next up we'll have a look at some clear parts. I've partly opened the bag because I thought there was something flapping about in it, but let's put that to one side. A clear. What have I got? A box. Let's put the box on there. You can see how clear. Yeah, it's quite clear. It's clear. A lot of this clear part is going to be part of the roof of the cockpit anyway, so most of it, a lot of it's going to be glass on the sides, but a lot of it on the top is just going to be painted camo colours, part of the fuselage, of course. It looks okay. I mean, it looks okay. What you can see, it looks fine. It just seems to, that one's hanging off. It just looks probably a little bit more scarier than what it could actually be. But I think we can get around that one, which is consequently why, bear with, absolutely imperative that we get a mask set for all that glazing. The mask set does all that glazing with the turret as well. And is that the nose? Is that the nose? Just that little one there. I think looking at it is the actual glass. The rest of it is part of the fuselage, or you've got a different one here. So very important. This doesn't come with the kit, obviously. Very important. Okay, this is, if you're aware of a Special Hobby, they quite often the kits are multimedia. Multimedia kits. So what we can see here is we've got quite a bit of resin, to say the least. What we'll have to do, I won't get it all out, I don't think, because, well, let's tell you what we'll do. Let's get it all out. Let's totally contradict what I was going to say. Get it all out. Keep all the little bits. Oh, so ickle. So let's have a start with this. This is obviously cockpit framing. You can see there is some lovely detail on that. Look at that. That's lovely. And on the other side, oh yeah, I mean, that does look really nice. Lends its own challenge. Very thin. It's very thin. Obviously you need to separate the backing to the main part. That's quite nice. Own challenge, isn't it? This with the resin. We've got some other bits here. I've no idea what they are. Is that part of the seat, is it, perhaps? That's quite nice. There's a bit here. Again, I'm not sure yet on what these bits are. This could well be something to do with the cockpit. It looks like we've got some dials on there. That's probably is just to protect the part. Bits all over the place. We've got a machine gun. You can see that. Get my finger out of the way. I mean, it's okay. It's probably better than the plastic one would be. Some other odds and sods. Yeah, they look okay. Whether I'll see, is that could be exhaust perhaps. There's obviously a bit of framing for the I don't know what it is actually. Cockpit, maybe it's the front of the cockpit or the bulkhead or something. And then we've got some other bits here. Internals, looks like, is that the UF hoop? Bits and pieces, and some big beer cup, I don't know what that is. So there's that lot, and we have all this lot here as well. I'm debating whether to get it all out. This is engine here, so we've got the cylinder heads, quite nice, tiny in 72 scale, aren't they? We've obviously got some seats and some radio gear, whether you can see that. I'll take some photos of this. I won't get it all out because it looks like it's duplicated, but the main engine block is there. It's quite nice. And then we've got replacement cowlings. I don't quite know why they're in different colours, but that's quite nice. That's a bit scuffed. Oh, that's a shame. I need to just sand that down a little bit. But again, that looks quite nice. I say it looks quite nice. Is it the right? Is it shaped? Okay. So that's not too bad. There are lots and lots and lots. There's some other wee bits in there. I don't quite know what they are. A bit more of the engine, that bit there. Loads of resin. That's going to be really interesting. Unfortunately, looking at the cockpit stuff, are you going to see it? Who knows? So next we've obviously got the decals, which I haven't opened yet. Let's have a quick open. They look quite good. In here as well, we've got a little fret of photo etch. So we've got plastic, don't forget. We have resin, and now we have some photo etch. Let's have a look at. Uh-oh. I'll tell you what. Let's have a look at the photo etch first. Oh, crikey. Yeah, I mean it's thin. It's nicely detailed. The belts look fine, if you can see that. We've also got some a little bit of acetate for the backing of there. I mean, that is to go in behind there, but are you going to see it in that little cockpit again? Who knows? And then we've got the decals. They look nice and bright colours. They don't seem to be wonky. There's hardly any dead design over they are. There's hardly printed by Avro Print. There's hardly well, there is no stencil detail on it, but they look okay. They look quite good. Bit glossy. And then finally we've obviously got the instructions. So they've got some colour on this one. So we've got a bit of a write-up about the Anson there. about a bit about its civil career, and then a bit more about its military career. Went to Australia, Finland, Ireland and Egypt had it, as well as the Canadians and the Americans had Ansons as well. Interesting. Bit of a parts breakdown sprue map with some colours. We've got, looks like it's guns call outs, which is fine for me. We go into, if we can see that, let's just make sure you can see that. You can see that. We go into the cockpit, obviously. All that photo etch, the framing. There's nothing on the cockpit floor, was there? That should be interesting to do. Other side onto the cockpit. What colour is the cockpit interior? A is interior grey green, of course. So that was a little seat, that little thing. I do like this framing. It's quite a busy little cockpit. That's going to be interesting to do nonetheless, isn't it? Whether you'd spray or, well, actually I won't be spraying, will I, because I'm brush painting this one. Whether we paint all this first and then assemble it, or yeah, there's quite a bit going on. The turret, and a bit of glazing onto the, so that's busy. Wings, straightforward, isn't it? Don't forget there's no tabs, so that will be interesting. I like the, that's in, oh, hang on. Oh, I see. Ah, I see. Oh, I see. So what we're saying is the front of the front portion of the glasshouse canopy, obviously, is part of the fuselage, which means you'd stick in the instrument panel after all that's gone in, after most of the cockpit's gone in. Okay. Ooh. PE work, resin work, horrible. There was no resin propellers, was there? Which is a bit of a shame. It looks okay. It looks a nice little build. Little isn't the operative word. There's a lot going on, I think, for a 72 kit. Colour call-outs. We're going to be coming straight out of the out of the book here. There's no, I've got no extra aftermarket decals or anything. So the standard dark green and earth. These two here are silver dope. We've got 500 Squadron, is it? County of Kent. And then we've got 502 Squadron, which is Coastal Command. Silver dope underneath. But I think we might go for the Flying Training School scheme, purely because it's got the yellow underneath, that trainer yellow. But that might be tricky to do. Oh, glob it. Don't know. I'll work it out. I'll work that out. There you go. One Avro Anson in 1/72 scale. Special Hobby. Looks okay. If we don't know how it goes together, it might be okay, it might be a pain in the bum. We'll have to see, won't we? Okay guys, thank you for watching. Welcome back. Yeah, like I said, thanks for watching. So there you go. It's a Special Hobby. If you haven't done a Special Hobby kit before, this is only my second one. I did the Firefly a couple of years ago, and that was okay. They are a bit special. They can be a bit of a pain. This is more about all that resin and all the rest of it in that big glazed canopy. So and we'll have to see, obviously again, see how we go on. we've got no, obviously a lot of it is going to be using the old paintbrush, because like I'm still struggling for a bench, but that was it. It's in that corner there where it used to be. So airbrushing is an issue, but there is no airbrushing, so whether I can get it up and running before too long, let's hopefully I can. You might be wondering, why on earth is he building a 172 kit? Who would want to do one of them this day and age? Funny you should ask. Over at British Aviation In Scale, there'll be a link down here somewhere, there's a group build that's running till the 15th of December. If you have any British aircraft, or you've got a aircraft that was flown by the RAF, Fleet Air Arm, Coastal Command, it doesn't have to be a British aeroplane, as long as it's wearing British colours. If you've got one and you fancy doing it, come on over, or go on over I should say, say hello and join in. Brit72 is the name of the group build, Brit72, hashtag Brit72. It has to be, where is it? In 72 scale. I didn't come up with the idea. Don't know who did that. Don't know. So if you've got one and you fancy it, come on over. We're all having a right laugh building braille scale kits. I'll leave that with you, and hopefully we'll see you soon on here, over there. We'll see you around, chaps. Okay, happy modelling. Take care of yourself, guys. Take care.